We got some good news. After about 4 to 5 months of waiting, we finally got our wheels in. I thought I was gonna see my wheel, but it's another box in a box. I finished this Widebody kit about a year ago, and since I finished, I really have not been to any car meets, car shows, or anything like that, and mainly because I didn't see the cars finished. Call it high standards, call it insecurity, but to me, this car was never actually finished until the new wheels came in. I know how much the car scene or the car community hates spacers, so I really did not want to go out with spacers on the car. This wasn't the final look of the car either, so I really didn't want to showcase this as the final product or as what I envisioned the car to be, if that makes sense. And that's why today I am beyond excited to finally have these wheels in my hands and one step closer to putting them on. I do have to wait till the end of winter now because I really don't want to mess up these new wheels. If I do run them, I do want to ceramic coat them prior to me running them, just so they last as long as possible, because these wheels are custom made, one of one, just for me and the Dodge. And I absolutely love them. I'm sure you guys just saw the B-roll of the wheels, but these things came out absolutely insane. Look at the size of the lips on these things. So one thing about me is that I love black wheels. I love the way black wheels look on a car. They just make the car look very sleek and aggressive, if that makes sense. But over the last year or so, I've been falling in love with stance style BMWs, F80s to be exact, even E30s. I really want to build out a stancey E30. That's actually the goal for my E30. But the thought came to mind of, why don't we go a little bit different with the Charger here and go with a polished deep lip setup. Now, that isn't something I would ever normally do, but I was, you know what, it's a very unique car, it's a very unique situation, so why not just go ahead and do it? And that's when I found Stark Forge, who makes these wheels. So taking a look at these wheels, I went with a polished lip, step lip to be exact, and then I went with this gunmetal gray face. They did ask me if I want a very particular color, but I said, you know what, you guys go ahead and do your thing. On camera, it kind of looks kind of gold. In some lights, it looks kind of purplish. And even to me right now, through my eyes, it looks kind of blue in this area right here. So I'm really liking this gunmetal gray finish. And it's also brushed. It's not just a flat gloss finish. So really love that detail. And if you want a style like this, Stark Forge does make this wheel. I'm a sucker for a good quote, and I'm sure a lot of my friends know that about me. So when I had the opportunity to write something on these wheels, I was really stuck. I really didn't know what to write. And it took me about 2 to 3 weeks to finally figure it out. So I got that little quote here on the wheels just to remind myself, and then remind everyone who's ever gonna see these wheels to enjoy the journey. And I don't know, it means a lot to me. So as tacky as that sounds, I'm glad I got that on the wheels. Unfortunately, we're not gonna be test fitting them on the car today. It is very cold outside, and I'm also losing sunlight. It is like 5 o'clock right now, so it's gonna get dark very soon. But I think this weekend we're gonna go ahead and test fit these on the car. So these are the rears right here. And if you're wondering what my specs are, feel free to message me on Instagram, leave a comment on the YouTube video, and I'll get into some of the specs. There's a lot of other content creators out there that weren't really helpful with providing the information around what size fits the Lions kit for the Dodge Charger. So I'm not gonna do the same to you guys. If you are wondering what the sizes are or what the specs I'm running, what tire size I'm gonna be running in the future, reach out. I'm happy to help get that situated. Again, my setup might be a little bit different. If you're on bags, I'm static. So I went with a little bit less of an aggressive setup just so I can make sure that I can get around daily and not have to worry about destroying my front lip like I already have been twice and destroying the entire underside of my car. I think the fronts are 20 by 12 if I'm not mistaken, and then sorry, the rears are 20 by 12 and then the fronts are 20 by 11. I'm gonna go have to look at the invoice and get the offset number for you guys, but I think overall this should fit, and if it doesn't, hopefully it's a little too small, because if it's too big, then we're gonna have a problem. If it's too small, we're just throwing a small millimeter spacer in there and get it right where we need to. Again, super happy with how these came out. Like I was saying before, this isn't my usual style. I really like kind of the 5-6 spoke design that you usually see on like Rohana wheels or the stance wheels that I currently have. So the fact that I went with this, I just completely went out of my comfort zone, and I think I made the correct choice. You guys tell me down in the comments, what do you think of the wheels? So definitely stay tuned. We'll go ahead and get this car in the garage and get it lowered down, so that way we can see how flush the fitment is on the front side and the rears. Like I said, again, I'm static, so I'm gonna run a little bit of a less aggressive setup than most people who are on bags. I really like a meatier look to my setup, so I went with the 20s, 20 by 12 and 20 by 11. So again, we'll find out how they fit this weekend. But thank you guys for watching. I know this was a very short video and we didn't really do much, but I really did want to just unbox these for you guys as soon as they came in. They arrived today and I'm recording today. So hopefully this weekend we have some time to get them situated on the car, and I'll show you guys a better look on how they look on the car. And then we're just gonna put them away. We're just gonna put them in storage, use them as decoration for the time being. They're gonna maybe be my coffee table or something till springtime comes around, and then we'll get them actually on the car, get the tires ordered and all that fun stuff. But again, thank you all for watching. Definitely stay tuned. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.